Hi everybody and welcome back to Nellie and Ruth Designs. Today I'm going to show you a finished project. This was a custom order for Nancy and I really enjoyed making this. It's something that normally I wouldn't um, go and do. This is one of my pocket books, my pocket folder book, and when she told me that she was a quilter, I had just come back from an estate sale, probably about 3 weeks ago, and I had gathered some quilting books from the woman that was having her sale. And I'm not a quilter, but I've been buying a lot of fabrics that are cut into quilt sizes. I'm using them for my ribbon embroidery. I'm really enjoying using them. So when Nancy said that she was a quilter, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. Before we get into the book, I want to thank you for joining in, for commenting, for subscribing, for liking. I really appreciate it. And I'm just very happy that I have the subscribers that I have. Nancy is a subscriber and she saw a book that I had done and she contacted me through my Etsy shop to see if I could make one for her. And I said, of course I can. So Nancy, you have already received your book, and I wrote you a lovely note, which will be placed right inside here, which you will find. But this is the front and the back. I like to do my front and back covers totally different, so when this is flipped over, you know that this is the back. It's just a simple image. Front, obviously more decorative. And this image, this whole page right here, came out, I cut down from the magazine and I stitched around the quilt here. I wanted to give you, Nancy, a pocket on the inside, and I found this cute little quilt card in my stash, and I wanted to pass that on to you. I thought it was just really adorable. So that's, you can just kind of let that hang out there if you want to. I wanted to give you some interior pockets so you could put little notes in. You did say you'd be putting quilting notes and things like that in here. So, but what I mostly want to show the viewers, these, as you know, when you've seen my other tutorials on these, this is made from one 12 by 12 piece of paper. It's just how you fold it. And this is something new for me. I chose a paper that was not double-sided. So one side was white. And again, I wanted to be able to incorporate the quilt book I had into the book here for Nancy. And these are some of the little quilting squares. And then I just took some of the leftover paper and I ripped and tore it to make a little collage type here. And I wanted to put a saying in here: there is no exercise better for the heart than reaching down and lifting people up, by James Holmes. I really enjoy quotes and anything to inspire you to have a better life, a happy life, help others. And in the quilting community, it's such a close-knit community, and the girls are very, if you belong to a quilting house or a quilting group, you'll know that it's a very close-knit community. Again, there's pockets here. There's a pocket here for notes and papers. And this pattern here is the marigold. This is Marigold Morning. So I believe this is a marigold what do you call it, design. So I was able to find some flowers in the same colors. And this was just a real pretty piece in the book. I really I love flowers, I love birds, and I just thought this would be really, really pretty. This quote here says, "Generosity is giving more than you can, and pride is taking less than you need." And this is something, again, that I haven't done in the past. There was white space here because I had to bring everything over. I knew that I wanted to have this paper be punched in the cinch. So this left some white space. So I took an old book, and I just put some text on here, and then I added a little bit more of, from the book, the quilting book. And I really like this. It gives it more of a shabby look, almost like, it's pieced together like a quilt. So I had that in mind as well, piecing it all together like a quilt. This one, sincerity increases willingness to care. And then there's another pocket here that she can put things in. This is a little bit tighter because I did stitch these pockets. Normally I would tape them, but everything, I didn't use tape in this one here. I went and glued everything. So it will loosen up, Nancy, as you use it and you put items in your pockets and everything. And then we transition over to another quilt here. And if I can remember the name, I will tell you what this is, but I love the colors in this. I like how it's nice and bright. I love this here. I just thought this was a nice transition. And I think this quilt is so pretty. I can't remember what the name of this one is here. And then instead of I wanted to add some green, so I just added some old vintage little ephemera pieces here. And then again, you get your double pockets. Let's see. Do what is right, not what is easy, nor what is popular. R.T. Bennett. And integrity is doing the right thing even when no one is watching. This is a big one. I'm big on integrity. And then this is the back of the book. This quote says, "We don't need to be perfect to do good deeds in the world, but we need to be sincere in our efforts." So, and I really like these colors here. And I just think it's very, and again, here's another pocket for her. But these are little quilting squares, and I just thought it was fun to stitch these and then adhere. I did adhere these down with Fabri-Tac. If I had sewn here and here, it would have taken up some of the space for the pocket. So I didn't do that. And then I'm having a difficult time. I always get buggered up when I use the metal binding rings. For some reason, from here down, they're nice and round just like this, but then the top two, they get in a real funky shape because the book is actually longer than my cinch machine where you crimp it. And I just didn't feel comfortable sending that on to you, Nancy. I much prefer this type of ring binding. The pages, they flip very easily, and you can still hold just as much in these as you can the others. So yeah, so I just wanted to show you another version of the pocket folder book. And again, I do have tutorials on how to make these. and they're just wonderful little books to hold notes or photos, whatever you might need. I have some, they hold my postage stamps. I have some that hold postcards, others that hold different type of ephemera that I use. And they make great little gifts. So if you have the supplies, go ahead and try to make one. They're just really, really fun, cute book. So that's all. That's it. That's all I wanted to show you. So thanks for joining in. And again, if you make one, I'm back on Facebook under Nellie and Ruth Designs, and you can always upload your photo to my Facebook page. I'd love to see what yours looks like and what you've done with yours. I've made so many different variations. I'm looking to see if someone can come up with another type of variation. So thanks everybody for joining in, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.